And then I get to say, how's it going, Nakama? Brit is back with some One Piece 1148 with a little sip and discuss review and reaction part. How's it going, Samurai Drew? We've got another blade. Is that the new blade you got from
no.
Longclaw or whatever?
You know what? I tell you what, wait, when there's a point where you're talking, I'm going to see what my status is on that. Because I'm hoping that they didn't just walk away with $10. Because I have not gotten it yet, but they're still doing, I think they don't have enough people fooled yet, so they're still running it or something. So I'll check my email once you start talking. We'll see the update on that one.
Yes, we shall see. We shall. So, okay. Thank you for those who jumped in, because we are going to be having a sip and react, a toast to kicking butt right there, with 1148 of One Piece. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Unfortunately, we are on break next week, so that's a little bit of a saddie, but who knows? Maybe Samurai Drew has some ideas for his channel that we may do next week, but we'll see. Oh, and it's only 15 pages. Whew, that one hurts. 1148
Short,
Ronja.
big breaks in between.
You right? Like, that's the tough one. It's like that mini island. So let's see here. Title: Ronja, Ogre Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 33. We've had 33 of these things.
That sounds like a sword's name, Ronja.
Ronja, right? Might be.
I swear I haven't seen anything.
Onward to Hakumai to deliver an Amigasa hat to Otama, from Otama to Kamamatsu. Okay. So now they're going to deliver a hat to, okay? And then you have Ulti following and page 1 following. So Yamato has her first followers, and it's Ulti in page 1.
Kinda like that.
Do you think that she's going to get, like, 8 or 10 followers? Like Odin did, or is she just gonna get like a few?
Hey, stop. We're going all the way. We're going, hey, +1. Let's add 1 to it, too. Like, she's, because she's like that much better.
11 followers.
Let's add 1 more.
11 followers.
That is so funny. How many Toby Roppo was there?
There were 6.
6. So we need to add more than that, and we're already canceled 1 of them, so we're already down to 5 of those guys then.
Are you, well, Toby Roppo, are you talking about Toby Roppo from Kaido's crew, right? Because
yeah.
Odin had the 9 scabbards or whatever.
Oh, so she would do 10 then. I just wanted her to do 1 more than Odin,
Yeah, so Odin's was the scabbards. It was the 9 red scabbards.
So I am talking about the Toby Roppo though, like Drake, these 2. Black Maria. Now that's an interesting one.
Sasaki.
She could be. I think she has redemption. She didn't go too far, did she?
I mean, she beat the crap out of Robin. I don't know what you mean by too far, but we'll see how many they could recruit for Yamato's crew, because page 1 was just defeated, so he's
and he
not
marked 1 off the list.
Yeah. So it's very interesting who will join. I guess we're saying it 10. Should that be the question?
Yeah, 9, 10, or 11.
So we can. Oh, this will be a fun early poll. It'll be nice to have an early poll going on. So how many followers will Yamato have? So let's just say 7, 8, 9.
And by the way, while you're doing that, let me just say it. The sword update is that they have not messaged me back. But to be fair, I'm looking at our messages and I'm looking like I'm a child. I'm like, hello, I was just curious. I sound like a freaking baby here, so I'm like, where are you? And is the sword still coming? It's like, I think I should have worded it like more than one sentence.
Or not.
So I don't blame him.
But that's just me making a personal adult decision. What's going on?
Well, let's just say I'm hoping that I didn't get scammed $10, or worse, they just have my credit card. They're gonna take me for all I'm worth, all $11.
I'm sorry for laughing. He's the one who said $11, so that's his fault, not mine. Oh, that's funny. But okay, if anyone is able to vote, go ahead and vote. But we have 8, 9, 10.
You realize that you said 11 at first. Our first guess was 11 when we talked about this.
How many followers?
So this 8 number is out of nowhere and unwarranted. But 7, Samurai 7, I could get behind.
Yamato Samurai 7. You can get.
No, I do like that, but it's got to be 10 for me. For me, it's got to be 10. It's got to be the +1. For me.
For you. I'm not sure, but for those, I'm sorry, I forgot not to include 11 because Odin had 9. We said one more, so that's the 10.
Yeah. But no, what's funny is when we first said it, you said 11. I forgot why we said 11, but we did at first. But you're right, it doesn't actually make sense.
A lot of things that we say don't make sense.
That's right.
That's kind of why we just laugh at ourselves. So I think
if no one's gonna laugh, at least let me laugh.
Someone has to. So I'll take us on, and we can just let that can just sit. We've already got 4 votes. For those who are just joining us, how many subscribers? Oh, that's funny. How many followers will Yamato have in their little group? We already have 2 followers. We'll see how it goes. I'm very interested. But all right, I am going on to page 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Ah, my legs are moving on their own. So this is one of the kids. Oh, this is one of the kids. Oh, Ranja is one of the children. This is scary. Ranja! Ranja? Where are you going? You're going to fall. And then Yuva, I want to say? Shouts, Ranja, what's going on? It's weird, huh? This is the child who's like, everything will work out in the end. And now she dies. I'll be just fine, I know it. It's no big deal. What is happening? She's just walking out on the arrow right now. No! Ranja! So yeah, she is just like out on the arrow right now. And the arrow is out way further than the edge of the, what you call it? The log. Wow. How is that so bad to say? So yeah, and she's just like dangling over it. So this is now very precarious. Any thoughts, Samurai?
I feel her, you know, I'm like, I know it, no big deal, you know, it'll be just fine, I know it. Like, even though she's like, that's like me, I feel like I'm like that sometimes, like, I just like try to just wave my hand and just like, you know what, it'll be okay, we can do this. So, I love that. But yeah, you're on for the next.
Yeah, alright, I will go on in 3, 2, and 1. Let's see here. Huff, huff. Come back, Ranja. It's the underworld down there. And, the first one is all set up to plummet Summers. Good. Patch it in so that Elbeth can hear all the little twerps' voices. What is going on?
Lord.
What is... Okay, I'm very uncomfortable right now. I'm gonna just continue reading. What a heck of...
But we also have like all like the strongest people ever below where she's gonna fall down.
That is true. That is very true.
And they all have like, you know, observation hockey, you know, so let's just say I'm not too worried. like her.
That is very fair.
Buck teeth,
That is very
but
fair.
non-buck teeth. She doesn't have any front teeth.
And who knows? They could be willingly throwing the children into the safest place imaginable. That's fair. That's very fair. So
They love it.
yeah, I don't know about that one, but all right, I am
They love
going.
being hostages.
Say it one more time.
No, I said they love being hostages.
Yeah, right. So much fun being marched somewhere they don't want to go. So I'm gonna head on to page 3 in 3, 2, and 1. Oh wait, I'm already up. Sorry, I was already on it. I need to finish off because it's getting really, really dark and it's really, really interesting. Now, if we don't hear your decisions within 30 seconds, the first one of your kids gets pushed off. My goodness, what happened to kidnapping? Beard Hill Jaw Rule. You need to give the orders to your school teacher. Tell her to light the school library on fire. What the hell? It's so cruel, Chief Ja Rule. That library holds the words of the people across thousands of years of history. What do you mean, obviously? Lives come first. So, and now you have this split amongst everyone. So this is pretty crazy. So, yeah, very uncomfortable at the craziness that is happening right now, but it's one where what else is there to do? What else can we do? Any thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Remember at the beginning when we saw the little glimpse of Scopper Gaban in the forest? It said something like, "But don't wear out your welcome here at Elba."
Yeah.
Meaning that they will sacrifice the Straw Hats if it comes down to their own people. You know, and I'm wondering if that's what they mean. Like, you know, even though they love the Straw Hats, hey, my child's in danger. You guys are second fiddle to that. You know,
I think there's definitely going to be a split.
So, you're right. I think some of the Giants aren't going to think that way. That is true.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know, it was saying, you know, they wear out their welcome. Don't wear out your welcome here. So this is reminding me of that right now.
Yeah, I hear that, especially because there's going to be a point where Ilva's like next in line, quote unquote, of those children. So let's just say they do push one of those babies off a cliff. Like, I'm hoping again that Luffy and them catch her down there, and we feel like it is this tragedy. Especially because we're on break next week, which is just a cruel thing to do. But I very much suspect that could play a factor. I'm interested. I'm very, very interested in where we go from there. So, I think we are on for you.
Okay, here we go. I checked the chat. No one's for watching though. So we got 2 people in. So yeah, and they like the stream. So thank you. But yeah, well, here we go. On to page 4. The conditions ain't the real issue. This is a massive turning point for Elbaf. We will bend the knee to them or not. You want to let our children die just to prove that point? Isn't there anyone else around here? You have to stop this preposterous game. And then now we cut away to
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, they're all yelling. They're
there's the division. Like, it's one where I'm very much interested in where we can go from here.
You know what? We're gonna really see a great character moment with King Ja Rule with the sword in his head, because he's gonna be the wisest one. You know, he's the oldest. Maybe the sword in his head made his brain different than what he was. But you know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna see a real character moment though when he has to tell these guys one way or the other. And I don't know what he's gonna choose. He might choose to just cut the Straw Hats out or whatever their ultimatum is.
Well, yeah. Well, one of them is burning down the library, so I think he is. I don't think he's gonna hesitate. He's gonna be like, "Hey, burn it down," especially because Ilva's next. But I'm interested in what the other caveats are gonna be, as far as like bending the knee to work with them from now on, kind of thing.
if it's Dory and Broggy, they're fighting, right? Even if the children die, they're fighting. You know.
I
So,
think
like,
they'd go down fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, because their thought is we don't want to be anybody's slave or whatever. But the king might be different. So this is gonna be really interesting. Here, I'll keep going. Here's Robin here. You stay here, Chopper. What? We shouldn't fight without knowing for certain what their powers can do. But what are you gonna? I can't hold back the emotions that are running through me. You're going to kill the children. Are you mental? Are you literally insane? We're cutting now to Nami here, and she goes, even the worst, most vicious criminals across the world don't take children hostage. And you know, we always know that Nami does have a spot for children, and you know, probably because of Bellamere not thinking about it, she took it. Anyway, I didn't think about that before. Yeah. Did I ask about the opinions of insects? And so, oh, why you? And that sounds like Usopp. That sounds like something he would say out of frustration. But we're not sure because it's just an empty box right there. Got anything on that one?
No. I was just trying to pull up a few things on my end. No,
So
I think it's one where all just went really smooth as far as where we're going next. I'm interested in what Robin is capable of doing in this moment because of the whole Thorn thing. But again, how is hockey working? You would think Saul has it. Not even gonna go down that route. So there's a lot of different like avenues we're about to hit. So I think
if he has armament, I'm guessing he has observation. That's pretty closely linked whenever you get one than the other. So I don't know. I'd say 51% chance he's got the observation.
That's fair.
Okay, on to your lady, Ripley. There's a whole lot of woman and a whole lot more.
That will be a thing from now on. She's a whole lot of woman.
Lot of broken. I think I remember. Is that even a song? I gotta look that up.
It's going to be one.
we make a Ripley edit.
Yes, we will be. For whoever got to see it
like
first.
I made about Noah Hancock.
Yes, for whoever got to see. Once we get to see her color scheme in the anime, it's done. Like,
yeah,
she's a redhead or purple, red or purple hair. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. I'll go too, Frankie. Thanks. You'll be a big help. We'll join the fight as well. Split into two groups. One to fight the monsters, and one to save the children. And so Dorian Bragi, of course, coming in with the good leadership of these guys. These guys are such solid characters. We love it, because we know that whatever they're doing is the right answer, So here we go again. Now the townspeople are gathering their weapons. Take up your weapons. Hurry to branch route 8. Get in your ships. To branch 8. To branch 8. And now we have the narrator. Or no. This is the tele. This is like to the whole island here. Also, if you do choose to burn the school and library. So now here we got the actual ultimatum that's going on. So he's like, oh, you think that's bad? That's just the start of it. So
yeah.
Anything else to add down to that?
No, I think this is definitely one where we're ready to. It's gonna pick up. It's also showing me why Branch Route 8 is like such a spectacle. Like it had its own title like 3 chapters ago. So this is the scene of the climactic event. I'm just wondering why they like gave up on the whole kidnapping part, but now they're killing the kids while kidnapping them. That part still confuses me about the plan, but I don't know.
Sensing that's not going the right way or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Something had to have happened to throw off their calculations. Whether it's like if she's trying to still like kidnap Soul King Brook or something. Oh, that'd be funny. But all right, I'm gonna jump in then to page 6. Are you good?
Oh yeah.
Yep, cool. For anyone who's stopping by, thanks for jumping in. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the chat. We definitely like going over chats. It helps out on the stream as well. Be sure to like the stream as well, and be sure to vote in the poll. How many? What was the official question again? How did I word it? How many followers will Yamato have? I think we're wrapping up the whole Yamato arc as far as the cover series, so be sure to vote. Right now, we have 6 votes, with some people thinking the same number as Oden. That's fun. That is fun. So, all right.
Oh, dang. No, let me reiterate. The reason I was saying 10 is because I just want her to one-up him. So if anyone missed that argument, that's that one. But that's pretty cool if it gets the votes going on.
Yeah, be sure to vote. Be sure to like the stream. It's always a good time. And then we'll also change that poll to something else depending on what craziness happens during these last 5 or 6 pages. So I'm going on to page 6 in 3, 2, and 1. You are forbidden from removing a single book from them. You see, what we want to burn down is your culture and your history. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that Robin is just like, Cien fleur, class Pedia. And he's just like, whoa. And she's just like, no. Culture and history? Nah, fam. So that's because that's literally what they did with Ohara. They burned down their culture and their history, literally. So instead of burning, and they didn't like take them like as slaves in Ohara. So that's like the big trade-off, I guess, as far as differences go. So any thoughts there, or any thoughts from anyone in the chat? Feel free to let us know.
No, this bottom part is a little funny how I'm looking, because I see the page that's all laid out, and it looks like kind of funny looking at it like that right now, because it's like almost the same image twice. So it is interesting. Anyway, you'll see what I mean in a bit.
Okay. Well, I will go on to page 7 in 3, 2, and 1. Robin! Oof. Oh, Robin's all right. Be careful. We still don't know what makes them tick. Yes, I'm aware of that. So Jinbei is already updating her on different things. Sneak. Chopper like gets a little thing. Quantamana. Ugh. I know you're Nico, Robin. Clutch. And she just like off the jump just breaks backs. Off the jump just cracks the back. So I'm guessing because Gunko, right? Yeah, Gunko was blown to smithereens and came back to life. I'm guessing this cracked back isn't gonna do much. So I'm very much interested in where we go.
I mean, I'm assuming that he still feels pain, but yeah, it seems like he just recover.
Yeah.
But okay, do me a favor now that we see both. Now flip between. Are you able to go like that and flip between the 2 pages really fast?
That's fair.
Interesting. I'm surprised you didn't like either do a different angle or flip it. It is interesting because when you're reading the book, these are going to be on the same page. So.
Because he gets knocked back. He's probably still falling down, and this is like as he's falling and hits the ground kind of thing. Because he hits the ground. Yeah, he hits the ground, starts coming back up, and then she grabs him and then breaks him back on the second backflip. So I can see that. I very much could see that.
No, I follow the action. I do follow the action. That is true. Okay. Anything else? Should I move on?
Go ahead and move on. Yeah, and then because I had 6, you had 7. For anyone who is in the stream, be sure to give us a like. It really does help out the stream, and leave your thoughts. It's really fun to chat about those. And be sure to and vote in the poll. Current people think that there's going to be the same as Odin as far as Yamato's followers go. So, very interested in that.
Me?
Yeah.
Ken? Yes, Robin! That says Navi, and then Usopp chimes in. He goes, I heard cracking. So yeah, we're saying that we did hear the back crack, and we also know now that Robin's strong enough to crack his back. So Robin's pretty strong. That's a pretty good move from her. They're immortal. You can't beat them. And she's remembering that from earlier. Can you hear me, Elbaf? You've got 20 seconds until the kid falls. And then Usopp goes, damn it, he's a zombie too. Huh? And look at
We got zombies now.
Look at this next sequence right here. We got Robin then jumping on top of him and hurling him down towards the empty pit. And it is such a cool little scene right here. I love it. I love the idea of this. And also, this is going to bring him down to Luffy's level, so that's going to be fun.
Also very true. Also very true. I was going to ask, do we think that it's actually Robin, or is that like a clone?
Robin clone. If it is, I'd be okay with both. But I do like the idea of her doing it. Okay, here we go. You know what? Dang it, you're probably right. Okay, here we go. Hey, what is this all about? Are you in love with me or something? Oh.
Yeah, right? It's because she's like grabbing the side of his face.
He's like, ooh, get these. So, yeah, anything to say on that one?
No.
All right.
Jeez.
On to page 9. Then we see him. We see a little zoom out of them falling off the tree. What? You jumped off? You got a death wish? I'm down for love, but not a lover's leap. Yeah, pretty good writing there. I love that. Robin, what are you doing? Is she going down with him? I'm well aware that you're immortal and have thorn-based powers. But as long as I remove those invisible thorns, we can save the children. And he goes, oh yeah? So, you've deduced that knocking me down below will put the kids outside of my range of powers? And he goes, oh yeah, you're a clever woman! And he starts panicking. And then we can see her, what you're probably alluding to is her body double starting to, disappear. So you can see that it's like all mushy and stuff. So he goes, shoot, shoot, shoot. And so all of his thorns come out, and her clone probably is disappearing right now.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on. Doesn't look like we have any updates in the poll, but I mean, as far as this has been a really good viewed video so far, so thank you for everyone who's checked us out so far. Already 40 people that have come through the stream, so this has been a lot of fun. Be sure to vote in the poll, and leave your thoughts, other polls that we can answer as the community. But right now the community is about to speak. Say that one more time.
40 completely normal people that we all share every value and everything with. 40 people are probably just like us, I think.
I don't know about that one, but yeah, everyone's their own person. So in that, let's jump into so it's gonna be my turn. We'll see, hopefully Robin's disappearing. Oh, hi girl. That's an interesting face right there. So he thinks he's got her dead to rights, literally, and she disappears. So yeah, we the Robin flower jutsu came in clutch, which is actually pretty fun. So she disappears, and then he just starts yelling, "Ah! She disappeared!" That conniving vixen set me up, and then he's just like following down. Robin, that was so cool. You're amazing. Even the knife can't cut through this. So she's trying to cut through. I'm guessing the barbs are oh, those must be the wrappings from Gunzo. So we can't undo these without deactivating that woman's powers. There we go. 10 seconds left. Huh? His voice. So thinking getting rid of him could have been it. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like it was. I'm gonna go on 3, 2, and wait. Where's this coming from? So there's a thorn that's attached, and it's coming from his body. Time to speak up, Jarul. Make sure he hears the kids' voices, Gunko. Say something. Chief Jarul, what you say?
Okay, wait, we pause for a second. So on that first picture right there with the thorn into the tree, it looks like the thorn is coming out of the tree rather than the thorn is that he attached the thorn. It looks more like the thorn grabbed him. So it looks more like it went pew and went down instead of it going up.
That's fair.
That would mean that he has awakened devil fruit powers because it comes from the environment.
Oh, I can definitely see that, especially
There
with
you
being
go.
a celestial dragon and not knowing how long they. It just looks very, 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 very it looks very dirty.
Yeah, it looked like his pee-pee.
It does. It does. It does. So, Ranja is about to say something that is apparently incredibly powerful. So I'm holding myself together for whatever this young giant has to say to the world. Chief Jarul, what I want to say is, Ranja, I love the school. It's where my friends are. Run! That's my daughter Ranja. So you have people, you have the kids screaming her name Ranja. You have giants running towards her. Run. You have Chief Jarul. He's just like, huh? And with the sword in his head. Just not look. The sword just takes away from the moment so hard. So very hard. But that's all I got. And I think it's on to you, Samurai Drew.
Okay, yeah. I love the library too. We're coming to save you. The books tell you about the places around the world, and the teachers at school taught me this lesson. You mustn't cause trouble for other people. You mustn't do things that make them upset. If we lose the school and library in order to stop me from falling off the branch, that would be really sad and make everyone upset. So, I think I should fall instead.
What the hell?
Don't worry, Chief Jarul. I'll be alright. It's like, yo, girl. She got the Conqueror's speech, hockey speech.
Oh man, this is so sad.
So she's like an Elbath warrior. And that's like.
Oh, she is like an Elbath warrior. She is an warrior.
Cause that's incredible, and I love her freaking buck teeth. You know, just like.
Oh yeah.
I should have. Wait, how would they talk? I don't even know how you talk with them. Was it like this? It would be a lispy. I should have done that. Here,
Maybe?
I'll do the lisp on the next page.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. I'm a lucky girl. I bet everything will turn out fine. 2, 1, Angie, set fire to the school. Chief Jarul. And he's like,
Okay.
our culture, forget about it. This kid is the culture, dude. Like,
They're the
come on.
future, man, and that's.
Dude,
I think
way
that's
better
one of
than
the
any
big
book.
things.
Yo, that girl, dude. I think everyone is on her. Yeah, there's no way you could not. I think everyone's gonna throw themselves off the edge at this point.
Oh man, so heavy chapter, and one where I get to end us up with the final 2 pages. So thank you all for being here for this sip and discuss reaction. We're about to get into the sip and discuss review, but man, this has been a toast to kicking butts. We're gonna be having a lot of toasts to Ranja because we'll see if one and she falls happens. So I'm gonna go on In 3, 2, 1. Burn down the library. And you can see the words echoing through the library with, what is this owl's name? Oh my goodness, I forgot the owl's name, and I love him so much. I forgot the owl's name. She starts crying. They just wanted everyone to hear him say that. Because she's like, basically like petrified because of Killingham. So she can't even move. So we have Angie crying. Yes, sir. And then you have Saul laying there, tears. Robin crying, tears. Yeehaw! I like that look on you, Nico Robin. No, don't you dare! And then thorns wrap around her. Run, Robin! Do something! Ah! So Robin gets caught. Okay, I'm going to move on in 3, 2... Oh my goodness. Zoom! Slice, and his hand comes off. Huh? What? It's not coming back. It's been a while, eh? Scopper Gabon, and he just slices him down with Conqueror's Hockey. Just serious face.
Oh, that's how you defeat him, is the Conqueror's Blade. You have to have a Conqueror's Hockey infused attack. Oh, that's a great... Oh, I love it.
Well, that makes sense then. That makes complete sense. That a Conqueror's Hockey infused attack brings you to that, which means that it is time for us to officially pivot from that sip and reaction to a sip and discuss a toast to kicking butt. We have been streaming for about 36 minutes so far. So
bro, I am so hyped right now. I hope he freaking loses that hand forever. Oh my gosh, how cool would that be if he literally lost that hand, like actually, so that we know that this is like for real. I would be so freaking hyped right now because this is the fight. Okay, so now he's like, okay, now I see you. You're here. You got a surprise jump on me. Now is the real fight. Is the next chapter in 2 weeks. I think we're in for a treat because the Straw Hats are all tied up. They gotta get their popcorn out if they can manage with the handcuffs or whatever, because like this is gonna be all those spikes coming up and Scopper Gabon being like a master of hockey, like dodging. Oh my god, this is gonna be like, I'm like hyped up right now. I did not see this coming, is why I'm so hyped, because we thought Scopper Gabon was with the other two, right? We did know that he like took off, didn't we? I think in the last chapter he was taken off. It was like, where is he?
He was running this way, so that's the big thing. So the other Giants and Ripley, they're on their way. That's what we saw at the very beginning of the chapter. So I think that we can go ahead and end with how many followers. Let's go ahead and for those who just stopped by, if you want to go ahead and vote, feel free. But I think right now, let's see here.
We'll end that one.
3820.
Everyone's liking the same as Odin number. I think we're gonna have to keep that.
How many followers will Yamato have? Community says. So the Warlord community has spoken.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and save that. We're gonna end the poll. Yamato is gonna have the same amount of followers as Kazuki Odin, 9. So that was a little fun one. Now, as far as
better than him, she wants to be him. So maybe now I'm back on your guys' side.
Maybe. So we can have another poll for the next 21 minutes. So what do you think the poll should be?
Burning question for me is his hand permanently cut off. Because that would mean so much. That would mean that there is a way to defeat these guys, but you just have to be like the strongest ever.
Well, I think to bury down a little bit. I think the question does Conqueror's Hockey infused attacks defeat them?
Okay. And are the effects permanent? I want the permanent part.
Yeah,
next.
okay.
That interesting part. I'm
the-
also willing to hear you out if you have a different question in mind.
Conqueror. Oh no, just because do Conqueror Hockey attacks inflict permanent damage on these guys? I don't know. Hockey infused attacks inflict.
What's cool about that idea is Sanji has to get that Conqueror's Hockey plus, our Armor and Hockey combo going. So we know that he's with Luffy and Zoro right now, and everyone else is tied up. Everyone else is out of commission right now, and they have to come through. Now that I'm thinking, is it 3v3 if those three come up?
Well, to the question, let me back up. To the root of the question that we just asked the community, if the Conqueror Hockey attacks do inflict, he just took out Summers. It looks like Summers has just been taken out.
It'd be a big gash, though. I could also see him surviving. He's not cut in half. He's got a gnarly cut, though. I think he's definitely hurting.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely. I would say he's probably pretty much out for the game.
Well, that'd be amazing. That'd be a nice leap in the story.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because I think they're now down to the two.
Copper comes in and mops him up in one hit.
Yeah, because I think that Killingham could probably hold his own against Scopper. Especially because, it's not that Scopper caught him off guard, but Scopper,
well, the hand was.
Yeah, kind of caught him off guard. So.
That's one fast dude. Do you see how long those leaps are? That he's illustrating. They're trying to show you that he's super fast.
Oh yeah.
So fast that he couldn't predict them.
Well, again, he made it from how far over to how far over. So that's very interesting. So anyone voting or anyone watching, please be sure to vote in the newest poll, which is, do we think that Conqueror's Hockey attacks inflict permanent damage? So, this has been a really fun stream. Just crossed over 60 overall views. So thank you for everyone who has stopped by.
60 good people.
60 great people. I'm wondering where we're gonna go from here. Any thoughts as far as any still thoughts on the damage that Scopper just did, or is there another part of the chapter that we want to go with?
Well, I just want to throw this out there. If you're right and he's defeated, then that does relieve a lot of stress out of the story, or the situation so far, because he's like the ringleader right now. Now, if somehow he's able to recover from this, and we're wrong here, and able to defeat Scopper, and then Sanji comes in and fights the same guy and defeats him, now he'll hear me out, then Sanji will then have officially surpassed his successor, basically. If he can defeat this guy while Scopper can't. So what I'm saying is, wouldn't it be interesting is if Scopper didn't win this one?
Well, I hear you kind of lining up the left hands of the king, Sanji and Scopper, in that kind of way. I hear you to that point. I'm interested in where we can go from there, but I definitely hear you in that regards. Interesting.
I love it. But I'm good to talk about that little girl, though. She has the heart of a champion. I want a time skip 100 years and see where she ends up.
Yeah, I love you just said 100 years. And it's funny because that's how you have to say it, because she's a giant. I think
that'll be 25 or something.
Well, to a more meta example, I think I want to talk more about that split with the Giants on the future or the past, and whether they should value the children, even though the children who is their future said, hey, I think I should fall. Don't burn the library. So many people gain so much happiness from it. It teaches us so many things. And for literally to come from the mouth of the children, for him to literally still have to say with tears in his eyes. And again, I thought that was going to be a very like derpy moment, like like he's out of it so kind of moment. That was a very very well acted, well played scene from Ja Rule, just being like, don't just burn down the library. And it's not even like she has the ability to. He just wants all the Giants to hear that was the priority that was set. So that's the even bigger thing, because they know that Ange can't do anything. She's like just laying around. If anything, Killingham's gonna do it and then burn her to death.
Okay.
Because she's stuck in there.
I do love the idea that, you know, he hasn't been hurt this entire time. And then this chapter he gets smacked about by Robin twice, and then gets hit by Scopper Gavon twice.
Oh yeah.
So he got a little butt whooping today. And please, oh my God, please tell me that freaking hand is removed. I mean, I hate to keep on saying it, but that would be spectacular.
Well, I'm to that point. If the hand's removed, then he's definitely like done, because Scopper also sliced him up the front. So I do think that he can be done. That's why I'm like, is he out for the count? So that's kind of like the background question to the official question we just asked just now.
Do you on page 13? That's kind of funny. We didn't really point this out when we were reading, but look at him like saying 2. It's like 2, 1. He's like such a smug asshole. He's like doing the 2 like he's like the happiest guy on the planet. He's like 2. I meant Killingham. I don't know if you can find it or not, but I'll keep going. I'm just saying that was like a little funny little drawing.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just scrolling back through.
You know, Wonder Man. I kind of do like that the Straw Hats are kind of tied up and, you know, playing the theater audience here, because I like the idea of them bragging here, you know, like filling everyone else in on what happened, you know, because they saw it firsthand. So they're all, you know, anyway.
Yeah, and now I see it, and he's
Page 13.
Sorry. Well, when I look at the page, I just get drawn in because that's Ranja, like, I'm a lucky girl, and I'm just like, oh, honey, everything will turn out fine. It's so sad. So sad. Anji set fire to the school. Chief Ja Rule burned down the library. All very interesting. As far as his fruit, do we think that he's awakened?
Which one? Killingham?
Summers.
Oh, Summers.
Because remember the crotch vine.
I know, that's making me think awakened for sure. Because I don't know why he would show that part. Because also, look at this. He's not doing it with his hand, right? Because he's not like whipping it up and then catching the branch. I mean, it looks like he's like, oh, it caught me. Because then we see in the next one that his hand now has his, what do they call that? Kabuto. So it looks like, yeah, he basically, it caught him. It literally looks like it like combined with his pee-pee, and that's how it grabbed him. And I think, you know, knowing Oda, I think that's literally how it happened.
I just feel so bad because it just makes you feel like it just just gives you the thought. I'm just like, no thank you.
I also like his little Bakuto, or how do you call that? I gotta look that up when I have a second. But anyway, I'm thinking that that's a power-related thing because it looks like maybe he just has the hilt on him, and then he sprouts it out of nowhere, and then
well, again,
it's a manga
seems to be the perfect weapon for him. Yeah. Perfect weapon indeed. Yeah. Other than that, I think with 15 pages, it's focused very strongly on the Ranja part. We saw one of the giants saying, "That's my daughter." We don't recognize them, so it's not like it's like someone big's kid to that effect. So there's that. I don't know. There's not much else to really speculate or talk about. We can start discussing what we think is going to happen next chapter.
Well, the fight, Scopper versus Killingham, right? Or is this Summers? I forget. This is Summers, my bad.
Well, I think Summers is out for the count.
Oh, right, I forgot. So what do you think is going to happen? Because that's my prediction is we're going to see him being like, okay, now it's my turn to hit you. Because we got to see how Scopper can take a hit. We haven't seen, he's only ditched it out. He hasn't gotten any hits on him yet. So I kind of want to see him at least struggle a little bit. I don't even think we ever saw Rayleigh struggle. I mean, we saw him, like, match Kizaru. But, you know, as far as, like, him getting hit, I don't think Rayleigh got hit. I think he just defense, didn't get hit. But
potentially
that would be really interesting if in this fight it was a little different. But they're getting older. These guys are getting older.
The old guard. I don't see Rayleigh being able to take a hit well at all, so that will be very significant.
Like those old skateboarders are good, but you know once they fall, you know they're out for a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't think that will go well for Rayleigh's camp at all. But at the same time, I don't think that the Celestial Dragons and by effect the Holy Knights like him can take a hit. So I definitely think he's out for the count. Like I think that Conqueror's Hockey to the hand, him acknowledging it's not coming back, him getting sliced down, definitely think that's hard. Summers being out for the count. Killingham is at the school still with Ange. I doubt Ange can move, so I'm guessing Killingham's going to be the one to burn down the school. Again, everyone just needed to hear that prioritized. But I'm also interested in if the forced conversation on what to prioritize creates a divide with the Giants moving forward. I don't think it will, but I think that is a conversation that could be had. Any thoughts?
The thing is, I thought that remember how I was mentioning, like, oh, you're worn out, you're welcome? I was kind of expecting that a little bit this chapter, but that part still hasn't hit. So, I mean, I'm wondering when, you know, that's going to come to the forefront. So when are they going to have to choose between the Straw Hats or whatever? And so far, that hasn't really happened. We're talking about burning the library, so I think Oda has to draw in that predicament, or just leave it all together and just just say that at the beginning of Elbaf and never really touch on it again.
Yeah. So that's unfortunately break next week. We'll see what is going to be happening over the next few days as far as new information coming out. Do you want to talk have you seen any of the new anime?
I am 2 episodes behind, but let me tell you, I mean, they use that break to their full ability. I mean, everything's so good. Everything, and even like the calmer scenes where they're just chatting, they're paced well. They're there's no fouls in this anime. You know, it's all good. And it just feels like quality right now. It just feels like we're eating good.
Oh well, yeah. It's the Luffy versus Kizaru fight just wrapped up, but even I'm guessing you haven't seen Saint Saturn make landfall. Spoiler alert, because we read this 3 years ago, but
right.
Say that one more time.
So, yes, I have seen screenshots, but I haven't seen. But so tell me, how good is it?
Oh, it's amazing. Like there's so many There's like a scene where he's not being transported, but it looked like he's like a spider running down a tunnel, and it's just so creepy, and it's just like oh my goodness, that was so well done. It was so well done.
I can't wait to watch it.
Oh yeah, we're getting cinema, and I am very interested. They moved it to a new time slot. Overall, so it's no longer like a morning kids show, it's like at night in Japan, because, and I doubt it's specifically because of this, but I'm relieved that they can now go much more. I don't want to see everything that happens in Kuma's flashback, but it would be very hard for them to do in a prior time slot. Anything that would do it justice to what really happens. Because Kuma's backstory is dark. Like, not only God Valley, but what happened with Ginny. And, like, it'd be really difficult for them to do those two very dark situations justice if it was like an early morning kids time slot.
So, but there's some children's aspects to this, but yeah, I mean, it is definitely a teen and up.
Teen and up for sure. But again, like they edited Stussy's outfit, because then her booty cheeks would literally have been hanging out. I personally like it when we stick to what the artist's dream was. That's just me respecting the artist, just me. But again, Toei was just like, no booty cheeks, and they made it look like she's wearing pants. There's different things that they can do to really edit the story to be more family friendly. So yeah, I'm very interested in how that comes into play as we move forward. But all right, predictions, or do you feel like that?
Oh yeah, well we did do that, but just to recap, so we're just in disagreement. You think the story is basically going to move forward. I think we're going to see a good fight. I think there's going to be a couple chapters of some good.
I think that Summers is out, so I don't know who he's going to fight with. I think Scopper just took him out.
He still got it.
I'm interested if he saves the little girl. Or again, the little girl falls down, and then there's Luffy and them down there. But remember, like, Column's right there. They could easily like grab him and run, and he can't do anything. I don't think he would do anything. And if Summers is out unconscious, dead, then in theory, the thorns that are surrounding the kids would dissipate. No longer be a thing, right?
Well, if he gets defeated, or if the range is out, or if he's out of range.
Well, didn't he come back up?
Yeah, so you have to get him so far out of range that he can't even use his vines to grab him.
Yo, what up, Kai? What's up?
Yo.
Be sure to vote on what your thoughts are. Do you think that Conqueror Hockey Infused attacks inflict permanent damage on Holy Knights? We're basically just talking about to that actual effect. If we think that Summers is knocked out, unconscious, donezo, because he lost a hand, hey, it's not growing back, and then one slice with one of the axes, possibly two, but at least one slice, I think he got taken out. So.
Or he has two of the axes right next to each other, and then you do that one wound. There's a Japanese sword that has two blades, like really close to each other, so that when you slice, you can't stitch up the wound. So there's like there's like a skin flap in the middle basically. So that would be an interesting thing, is if he used both of the blades when he did it. Yeah, is there an episode? There's a new episode today, isn't there? Kai asked, isn't there supposed to be an episode?
There's supposed. Well, it's a recap episode, so not to get your hopes up, but it's actually gonna be one of those Chopper recounts who Bonnie is and how she got there. So it's one of those like it's a filler episode. So even if that were to come out today, I wouldn't get my hopes up as to the effect of it.
They're just saving their budget. Well, unless they animate all of this, which that would be a waste of an episode. I have a feeling
If they're not ahead in episodes, they had 6 freaking months. If they're not ahead, I'm gonna be upset. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, I think they're gonna start wearing it down because they're doing more substance in every episode. So they're starting to wear it down more, I think.
Okay, and that's fair. But that's what I also mean as far as them being able to flush things out, like Kuma and Ginny's backstory. They're gonna make us all fall in love with Ginny again, and it's going to be traumatizing even more. Yeah, like Ginny's about to change a lot of people's hearts, and what happened to her is about to like really turn a lot of people off to One Piece. Because it's been insinuated, especially with Violet and Doflamingo, but it's never been outright just like, oh, this is gross. As well as the reveal of Bonnie's age. So anime onlys are about to get that fun stuff.
Kai, are you? I don't know if you're still watching, but Kai, are you caught up with the manga? I hope. And if you are, what's your favorite part of this chapter? If you're still here. If not, I think we're gonna wrap up a little bit.
Yeah, because we're about to start wrapping it up. We got 5 votes. It's running away. Everyone does think that Conqueror Haki infused attacks do permanent damage on Holy Knights, which again, why I think that they're going down. Like, I think that Summers is out. I think Gunko gets away just because she is a Brook stan, and I'm so excited. Oh, that is just so much fun. The fact that she fawns over him and wanted him to make that was like out of fan fiction right there. Like her just wanting to make him to be her slave and make personal music. That's like, yeah, we all felt like someone was gonna say that at one point.
Get your head on straight. Oh, here we go, Kai. Thank you. To be honest, I don't read the manga, but I'm already spoiled at some parts.
Okay.
Wow. Danger. It is. Once you've caught up to the anime, reading the manga is that second treat, because then you get to see what Oda. You can see Oda. You can see his handwriting. You see his some of because he obviously has help, but you see some of his drawings, and so I feel like there is something special about like what we're doing is every Sunday coming into the great book of Oda-san and bringing out the chapter as if we're at church, the gospel and all that. No, but the manga really is something to behold if you haven't done it yet. Even if you're spoiled, it's cool to read.
No, I highly suggest it. What is this episode number? It's not 1148. It's not, we're nowhere near that as far as episode count, I don't think. Hopefully you didn't click and see our ugly mugs and thinking you were gonna get a new episode. So One Piece anime episode count. Okay.
See, that anime really is bringing in some new clients, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm very excited for the Studio Wit anime, because I know of a lot of people who are like, I want to watch the anime, but I'll start with Wit because then I actually get to start and go along with it. And I would be very, very open to that third really wave of people, because 2022 was live action, LAO, live action onlys. And now we're going to get the Studio Wit onlys, which is going to be very fun. Because there's going to be people who are going to be like, I heard of the live action was good. I get the very first episode, which is going to be like super quick. I'm interested in what the pacing's going to be like for the Wit version, because it's not going to be like more than 24 episodes, but I'm guessing it's probably going to get us through all along Park, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I'm hoping up to Red Line.
I can see that. I can see that.
You know what else? I'm kind of stoked if they keep it bouncy and the camera moving. You know, like keep everything flowing rather than those like stop moments that has to happen in an anime because of budget. But if this is like one of those like, hey, we're trying to make a sleek episode, it'd be really nice if we could get some dynamic movements. Because what they're also doing in this one is they're creating a 3D background, right? So there's a lot of drawing, but there's also 3D backgrounds that they're making. So they're making the whole town, and then using that as the background of their shots. So what could be really interesting is some moving camera work. So I'm keeping my eyes out for that.
Interesting. There's a lot of really cool things coming by. But Kai, thanks for stopping through, even though you're not a manga reader. I'm gonna go ahead and end this second poll. So we do think that hockey-infused attacks injure holy knights. So the community has spoken again. So, this has been a lot of fun. This has been a fun stream. Unfortunately, we are on break next week, so we won't have another chapter for 2 weeks or so. Thanks to those over 75 of you who have jumped into the stream so far. It's been our best viewed stream in quite a while. So, really excited about that. Gonna have to start asking more questions and more polls and things like that.
Yeah, the polls seem to be fun.
Polls are very fun. They've been very fun. So, any final thoughts, Samurai Drew?
No. Excited for 2 more weeks. I'm gonna be playing Oblivion. Until then, that's been an incredible game. That's been remade, and then I get to experience it for the first time. So that's been taking up my time. How about you?
I unfortunately, Drew hadn't seen it, but I'm in a walking boot now. I hurt my foot the other day, so I am just sleeping. So, but something fun just happened in 2 months, so I will be good by then, thankfully. I'm having my nerdiversary, 20 years of One Piece. I've been a fan of One Piece since 2005, so my panel just got confirmed on Wednesday. So for anyone in the Kalamazoo area coming to Dokidokon or in Michigan, you want to stop by and come along and bring aboard all your hopes and dreams, we can have a lot of fun. So that's going to be my big thing I'm getting ready for over the next few weeks. As well as I'm doing a anime workshop for old people on why anime is so important. And that is going to be in June. So I've got my One Piece panel in July, and then June I've got an anime workshop for elderly. That's going to be a lot of fun, actually. I'm excited for that. But that is all I got. Thank you guys for stopping by. Who knows, Samurai Drew's got some ideas on his channel that he's wanting to stream about, so we might be doing things like next week, maybe. So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, because I could get some links, and we could really do it good. So that's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that next Sunday. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be gone. No, I'm not. I thought that was Memorial Day weekend. That's the one after that.
No. So you all take care. Be sure to go watch some Last of Us as well as One Piece. It is an amazing show. Highly recommend it. And thank you all for stopping by. I'm the DarkBriton of Runaway Warlords, and always remember, Nakama, that anime is adulting. Stay reckless, Warlords. Peace. There we go. Bye.